5 times 5 to the power of 2 is equals to 5 times 5 times 5. You know that 5 to the power of 2 is 5 multiplied with 5. And this is equals to 5 to the power of 3. 3 times of 5. And from this you can see that repeated multiplication of the same number 5, actually you can add up their power. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equals to 3. So in this 5 times 5 to the power of 2, you can write it as 5 to the power of 1 times 5 to the power of 2. As mentioned just now, you can just add up their power. So it's equals to 5 to the power of 1 plus 2. You can still get back the same answer, 5 to the power of 3. So basically, the law of indices states that multiplication of numbers in index form with the same base, you can add up their power. So m plus n. Give you an example. You can use this law to solve more complicated questions like this. So look at the example, the first step. The first step to do this is grouping. So you have to group the numbers together and the terms with the same base together. So group the numbers together, which is 4, 1 over 2 and negative 3. You group it together. And the terms with the same base, so there's only one base here, b. You group it together. So b squared, b cubed, and b to the power of 4. And you simplify it, which is equals to negative 6 for the numbers. And for the same base, multiplication of the same base, you can add up their power. So 2 plus 3 plus 4. And you simplify it, this is equals to negative 6b to the power of 9. Give you another example. So this example is a more complicated question. But don't worry, the first step is still the same. So the first step is grouping. So you have to group the numbers together. So the numbers are 12, 1 over 2 and 2 over 3. And there are two, and the terms have two types of base. You have base P and base Q. So you have to group the terms with the same base together. So for the numbers, you group it together, and the terms with the same base, group it together. So p power 5 multiplies with p, and the base q, q to the power of 3 times q to the power of 4. Then simplify it. So for the number, you simplify it, you get 4. And for multiplication of the same base, you can add up their power. So 5 plus 1, and q is 3 plus 4. So this is equals to 4p to the power of 6 q to the power of 7.